All right, let's make something a little weirder. This is gonna be an underspin crankbait. I'm gonna do, I don't know really how I'm gonna do it. Like, I could do this easily by just putting joints, but I kind of want to make a whole wireframe for this thing. I think it would be cooler if it had one. All right, so this, I could probably get away with just putting like the twist wire screw eyes I make into this thing, but I kind of want to make a wire form, just something I don't really do, and it's gonna be fun. Yeah, there's the wireframe. Put a little bit of super glue and baking soda right there, not for any structural support, but just to make it a bit easier. Whoop. I got it all shaped out. Got a center line drawn on the back, and I'm gonna split it. Okay, so I pretty much have it lined up exactly how I need it to in my vise, or in the actual wood, and I have it in my vise. I'm gonna start cranking this thing down as hard as I can to hopefully get the imprint of the wire just in the wood. Oh, oh, that was perfect. Yeah, it didn't hold up the glue, but that should work.
Somebody's got TV drug.
There we go, all carved out. I'm gonna sand it down and shape it. Don't need to show you guys that. And then I'll see if I'm strong enough to pull this thing apart. Did everything I need to do with it while it's together. Let's see if I can take it apart. Perfect. So in the future, painter's tape and super glue. New lead pot. I can tell you one thing, I might turn this on outside because I feel like this might smoke a lot. This is like the new wax. So I'm gonna turn this on outside. I'll put it together so you guys see me put it together, but I'm gonna go turn it on outside. That's just steam. There's a lot of water in this bag. All right. Oh, what? Ooh, it is a little clogged. There we go. Alright. I got them weighed down. I have this one just like tacked in with some super glue and baking soda. And then I'm going to seal them, not seal them, but I'm going to put them back together with some 5-minute epoxy. I'm going to stir it up, lay it down, press it, and then clamp it in place. That should be enough pressure. I'm just going to try to scoop away some of the extra. Whoops. Oh, we'll just leave it there for a second. Kind of really cool. Never seen anything like this. I wish it was lighter, because this thing's got to move pretty fast in the water. That's the only thing I don't like about it. How does it look without a lip? How does just the spinner by itself look? That might just look better without the spinner. Because this, oh my, that's really cool. But the spin, this might suck because it might damage the bait, but what the spinner's doing is it's spinning back here, hitting a side and turning it, then hitting the other side and turning it, and then just, it's cranking it by itself with the spinner. It's like, I want to put a hook off the back and see, because I could hear it. I don't know if you guys can, because I have my AC's on and I have a fan on, and I could hear it. The spinner is hitting against this metal piece in the back, and it's making just a nice noise. It's better without the lip. I'll probably just fill that hole up with super glue and baking soda. It's literally better without the lip. There it is with a hook. You hear it. You hear the jingling. Alright, I put some screws in the bottom. This thing is going to be the heaviest bait ever. Oh, but listen to that. But it literally, it cranks by itself because of that, how the spoon hits against the body. And not just that, What's great about the screws is other than the noise, it's gonna protect the bait from the spoon hitting the sides of it. So it works out even better in my opinion now like this. I'm gonna let this dry. We'll probably paint it tomorrow just because this has to dry now. And I want it to dry pretty well. I'm gonna fill that up tonight, but tomorrow morning, maybe tomorrow morning, sometime soon, I'll paint this. And I got an idea for how I'm gonna paint it, which I'll show you later. We're painting now. I got it in white, it's just drying off. But for the paint scheme, I really don't have an exact idea of what I'm gonna do, but I can tell you one thing. I'm changing out this gold spoon for this like holographic red one. I think it'll look a little cooler color. Just a little cooler to have a color instead of just silver or gold like classic spoons. Just something different. I got mixed up like a couple of yellow, browns, and whites, and a little bit of black in there to give me like a little mustardy, Dijon mustard yellow. That yellow is awesome looking. I'm gonna have to make sure I remember how I like the calculations of colors I put in it. That is a really nice color that I made a lot of. Probably try wrapping it in tinfoil and try to save some of this. This stuff looks really nice. Yeah, going for a beluga with the orange belly. Just to show you, I don't think I showed you, but I put lime green over the top. You just saw me do it, but I'm just showing you. Lime green over the top. A little bit of perchy look. I really like that tan underneath the bottom. It's super natural. I'm gonna sneeze. Alright, there we go with the brown and such. I am gonna go over it again with black, but very lightly. It pretty much just darkened up that brown. Of course, you guys get a really good look in a second. I took that bone color and drew it right up to the eyes from the tail. It still has that brown. You can still see the green. Not that easily, probably for you guys. I can see it. Plus, it still has that orange, which I really like. But now I'm gonna put some color in it. You'll see in a second. Perfect. All right, I have this rigged up very weirdly because I needed to get all like the stuff on the scales. So you guys aren't gonna see me paint it really well, but you'll see the scales. That looks great. I cannot wait to see that with clear coat. there it is, all put together. Got a nice red spoon on it. Hooks. They're the right size, but they might go smaller depending on the spoon. I'm just gonna do some action shot. Well, we're gonna see the action of it right now in my sink. I'm not gonna fish with this. Yeah, I'm just not gonna fish with it. If you see me catch a fish, you'll see me show a photo after I go on my Wisconsin fishing trip, because that's what this is for. All right, here it is, all tied up. Ready to see the action of it. I hope it does exactly what it was doing before. This thing's gonna sink like a rock. Yep, sinks like a rock. Might put more water in. But it works. Okay, I'm a little upset. Brand new rod. Haven't even casted it yet, and that's what I did with it. I closed my freaking car door on it before I got here. Let's go ahead and test this, and right after I test this, I'm gonna go ahead and buy a new one. Well, not buy it, but exchange this one. You guys can see that. It has a nice wobble to it. Let's try to cast this with a broken rod and see if it snaps my line off because it's broken. Okay, tip my rod when this thing casts like a rock. I already got my new one. 20 minutes after breaking my last one. It's been a good day. So my room's a mess. I'm getting ready for the trip in like 2 weeks. But this thing works pretty dang well in terms of action. In terms of anything else, there are a bunch of improvements I'd make. Slim down this body. Actually, I'll keep the body shape, but I'll take out a bunch of the weight. Maybe make it a little longer to get these hooks more farther away from the spoon. That's the only thing I could say, because this is gonna foul up, I guarantee you. I know that it will. But other than that, this thing works great. It just tinks these screws in the back. It just causes it to literally to crank with just the spoon, no lip. So that all worked out pretty well. Paint scheme on it's pretty nice, but things I would change would just be take out some of the lead, make it a little bit longer, and where I can get the screws away from the this. And then I just wouldn't split it in half and do the through wire I have in it. That was just, it wasn't like too much to do, but it was definitely something that just didn't need to happen. I could have been just as fine just having it like this with normal like screw eyes instead of that stuff. Which, one thing I do plan is, you'll see me make a video of it. I want to make this again, but no weight, maybe a little weight, and have it be a top water on where it does the same thing, but this thing clacks on top of the water. I think that would be real neat. But other than that, this one turned out well, and I do want to fish with it because places around here, deepest you'll find is maybe 10 feet of water, but where I'm going, it's going to be 30 feet, so it being a hard sinker is not a bad thing. But that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Expect more stuff soon. I have the next bait already clamped in the vise, ready to make. I just gotta clean up my room. So thanks for watching.